everybody, it's I. I want to talk about things you should be very careful about when it comes to parental estrangement and the so-called experts. I make a lot of videos about parental estrangement, my experience, what I've done, how I've gotten back up and started living again. And nobody's an expert on parental estrangement. The reason I say that is because every single parent is different. Every single situation is different. We can all say, well, my situation is similar to that, or my daughter also had exhibited these behaviors, or that's very similar to what your son did. But the only person I'm kind of an expert on is my own situation. Dr. Joshua Coleman, I feel, is way off base when it comes to his advice on writing a letter of amends to your children, telling them, let me know how I've screwed up, what can I do different, and kind of allows your adult son or daughter to take control and to shame you needlessly. Because the one thing I see when parental estrangement occurs, it's normally out of the blue. Parents are unprepared, and yet we all deal with it in our own different types of ways. Some people drink, some people get up, some people go to the gym, some people eat, some people say, I gotta go to church. It's just like how if you were dealt with cancer, a divorce, um, you were stricken with a terminal illness, each one of us is gonna choose what we feel is in our best interest in order to heal, get up, even find a way to cope. It's all different. So when you have people like Coleman telling you what you need to do, this basically you're supposed to grovel to your adult sons and daughters. And I don't believe in groveling. I think when someone you love decides to cut contact and walk out of your life and walk away, that is their decision. But I think there's irreparable harm as similar as to what you would have in a marital relationship when that person cheats on you. That never goes away. The sting of the heartache never quite goes away. And I think when it comes to estrangement, it is so much more deep, simply because these are people, for most of us, that we've loved, sacrificed for. We say, I'm so happy to have you in my life. It's someone you've actually formed in your own being, that has come of your own DNA. So I think it's tenfold when it happens. And even if people reconcile, I had my own reconciliation with my oldest daughter, and we did for 2 years. Then she estranged again. That's my experience. And what did I do? I had to get back up and continue living. I had to continue moving on because I still had to eat, I still had to work, still had to pay my rent and my other bills. Just, I had to get up, I had to survive. But I think what has helped me throughout my estrangement is I had to let go of people that didn't want to be in my life, and I had to gravitate towards those who did. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying it's an overnight process. It takes years. It really does. But I think the sooner you can choose to let go of people that walk away and gravitate towards those that walk towards you, I think then and only then can you begin to find joy again. You might find yourself like in the same situation I'm in. My daughters walked away, and kind of it dispelled the life I thought I would have as I got older. I thought I would grow, you see my daughters grow up, get married, have children, etc. And that didn't happen. So I had to write a new book. What am I going to do? Am I going to sit around and cry? No, I have to be open to the possibility that I will have a life filled with love, happiness, joy, etc. And I have that. And it's not anything I could have ever imagined. I'm married. I have a stepson. I have a very quiet place. I have dogs, birds. I have friends. I have people that love me, that respect and value me. And that's all I know. So there's not one surefire way to do this. My situation is different from yours, but I hope one day you grab a hold of what is out there and you embrace it. So that's all I've got, and I'll be back.